97.3 ESPN.com. This is Pete G's Hot Take of the Week. 97.3 ESPN FM is on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Get Pete G's Hot Take of the Week every week. Pillar to post, Mike Gill and Tom Morgan on the latest WWE wrestling news, as well as during the breaks, a behind-the-scenes look at the Sports Bash 97.3 ESPN FM. Pete G's Hot Take of the Week. This week, the NBA trade deadline. February 19th, 2015. The Sixers make a bold move, two bold moves. They trade Michael Carter-Williams to the Milwaukee Bucks, and they also trade KJ McDaniels to the Houston Rockets. First, let's start with the Michael Carter-Williams trade to Milwaukee in exchange for really a protected first-round pick, a top 5 protected first-round pick from the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I'm going to tell you flat out, I am totally opposed to this move, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. But number one, this is another drastic move made by Sam Hinkie, who really, to me, is very reckless and very unpredictable. And I think when you give up on a guy like Michael Carter-Williams after just 1 year, 1.5 years on your team, not giving him a full roster to go with, you give him 40 games with Nerlens Noel, and you give him no games with Joel Embiid. I think that is a disservice to Michael Carter-Williams. And at what point, this is the question I want to ask you guys. You can comment on the section below. You can tweet at me at PG973. At what point do these assets stop? At what point do you stop compiling assets for the 2015 NBA draft, 2016 NBA draft, and just start building a contender? 12 wins in February with this roster right now is just not acceptable to me, and we're going to go down the same path next season. And I have a feeling that the season after that, at what point do the assets stop and you start going with the guys that you have? I think there's a case to be made about staying the course in the NBA. You know, some guys take a little bit longer to develop than others, and to give me the reasons that Michael Carter-Williams is not a good shooter, and that's why he doesn't fit in your long-term plans, and that's why you're comfortable with trading him away to Milwaukee because he's a bad shooter, that's not a good enough excuse for me. That's not a good reason for me. I think you should give him time to develop with Nerlens Noel and Joel Embiid and start building this team towards something. What is the end goal with this vision, with this plan that Sam Hinkie has? What is the vision for this plan, the goal, the end game? I know a lot of people think that just winning 35 games and getting into the Eastern Conference playoffs as the 8th seed or 7th seed, not good enough. That's basically NBA purgatory. There's a point to be made for that. But right now, I mean, you're looking at 12 wins. I would gladly take an 8th seed right now. I would gladly take a 7th seed right now because at least you have a foundation. The Sixers right now have no foundation. Sam Hinkie comes to this team 2 years ago, blows the thing up with Drew Holiday. He trades Evan Turner. He trades Spencer Hawes. And he starts over. He blows the thing up once. And today, at the deadline, I feel like he blew the thing up yet again. And he also trades KJ McDaniels, a guy he took in the NBA draft about 6 months ago, trades him to the Rockets, gets another second-round pick in exchange. And the guy was signed to a 1-year deal. He got what he could for him there. Probably didn't have all the utmost confidence in the world that he was going to be able to re-sign McDaniels in the offseason. Because let's be honest, the Sixers right now, they are relevant. And when you have incoming rookies in the NBA who don't want to sign with your team long-term, that's an indictment. And I think a lot of this hinges on Joel Embiid. A lot of this hinges now on these guys playing in college in this 2015 NBA draft class. So again, I'm going to tell you flat out right now, Peachy's Hot Take of the Week, that I would gladly take an 8th seed right now, a 7th seed right now. Because this Eastern Conference, it is a weak conference. Let's be honest here. The Sixers aren't out west. where that's just a gauntlet right now. They're in the Eastern Conference where these teams right now, I mean, if you have a nice foundation, you can expect to compete. You can expect to win a playoff series here and there. And again, you stay the course. You don't do anything drastic. You don't do anything unpredictable and reckless. That's what Sam Hinkie's doing right now, and I just don't have any faith in this guy anymore. I'm losing faith in Sam Hinkie and this plan. And I'm a Sixers fan. I love the Sixers, their history. And right now, again, I just have no confidence and faith in this plan moving forward. And you wonder how long they're going to let this thing go on for. How long can you continue to compile assets, first-round picks, second-round picks, salary cap? What is the end game? And I know it's unfair to judge the Sixers on this plan right now because they don't have an end game. I mean, we don't have results yet. But at the same time, until that happens, I can't discount that plan. Until you do have an end result, which is, let's be honest, an NBA championship or at least a superstar on this team, you can discount this plan because right now what we're seeing, not good enough. Terrible. So that's my take on the Sixers and what they did at the trade deadline today. Again, Michael Carter-Williams goes to Milwaukee. KJ McDaniels goes to Houston. And in return, we get another first-round pick, second-round pick. They also picked up a first-round pick for the JaVale McGee trade from Denver. Another first-round pick this year. So the Sixers, they are looking at 4 first-round picks. And you could flip those for a superstar. You could flip those to move up here and there. But until we have an end result here, I'm going to continue to discount this plan because right now it is a spin cycle. Washing machine, you got a washing machine at home, right? It is a spin cycle. We go round and round and round, and then we go round and round and round the other way. You're not getting an end result here. We're not getting anything different because you continue to really compare assets. That's what you're doing here. You're flipping assets and you're wheeling and dealing assets. And I just wonder at what point do you say, all right, this is the team we have going forward. Will that ever happen? Remains to be seen. But for right now, I'm totally discounting this move and I'm totally discounting this plan from Sam Hinkie. And another thing before we close here, PG's Hot Take of the Week, 97.3 ESPN.com, our YouTube channel, 97.3 ESPN FM. When do we hear from Sam Hinkie? When you make a major transaction like this, talking to Mark Zumoff and Malik Rose in the second quarter of a basketball game isn't going to be good enough. I want a podium, I want a microphone, I want a stage, and I want 25 reporters in there, 30 reporters, grilling this guy as to what in the hell this guy is doing. What in the hell is your vision? That's what I want, and that's what I expect because this is a major transaction. Anything less than that, not good enough. This is PG's Hot Take of the Week, 97.3 ESPN.com, YouTube channel. Subscribe today. Get all the videos and get all the behind-the-scenes look at the Sports Bash. We'll be back next week, another edition of PG's Hot Take of the Week, 97.3 ESPN.com.